Good evening and welcome back to the Metro Detroit Poker Series for the conclusion of our 2022 Freddy Martinez Memorial Classic. I am your host, Terry Prince. With me again today is Mark Wiles.
Hello.
In our previous episode, you saw our 7 folks at the final table got knocked out. We are down to our final 3. For the 7 folks, you suck. Is the final table seating for the last 3 players. John Peterson in seat number 1, Corey McCumsey in seat number 2, and in seat number 7, Bob Williamson, who started out the final table of 10 as our low chip stack, is now in the top 3. And he's in blinds still at 1 and 3. In this case, we're playing a dead small blind, so we have a big blind only situation.
That's a raisable hand from there then.
Corey's looking down from first act with 10.
Whoa,
hello there. 10 jack for Corey, but John's got American Airlines.
Only calls.
Makes the call.
Very cagey play.
Slow playing the aces.
He knows Corey can be aggressive and might work out to his benefit.
Well, he's got a deadlock on this hand for sure. Corey bets out again. 8,000.
Can he smooth call twice?
After John checked.
He does not.
Nope, he makes him in raise to 16, and Corey looks over at his stack, eyeballing it.
It should be it for this hand.
Corey's like, what did I get myself into? He makes the call.
Defends.
Yeah. Another 5 puts a pair on the board. Rainbow board. Well, it's a couple of hearts, but that's going to do it. Corey gives up. John takes it down. What a time to wake up with aces.
Yep, and when smooth calling pays off.
Bob on the button with 2-6 into the muck. 4-3 from the small blind for John. Defends. Corey's got king 3 as clubs. The big blind. Raises to 8,000. John quickly calls. Going to see a flop. Heads up. Queen 7 jack 2 spades. Check check. 10 of spades now. Puts this possible flush on the board and a possible straight. Corey does have an open ender along with the best hand. King high. John bets out 8,000. Corey makes the call, but John catches a 4.
Wow.
Well, Corey had the best of it going all the way to the river. I think, obviously, we have the luxury of seeing the cards, but we know if Corey would have raised, we could have got John off at 4-3.
Any bet.
But here we are now. John actually made a pair and bet out, and Corey's like, what the hell do I do now? What did I get myself into?
It looked like on the flop whoever bet first was going to win, and I don't think he can make this call.
Nope, he does fold. John's going to take this down.
Oh, he got to see the cards without calling. That's always
John flips them up. So that caught a pair of 4s.
Had the best.
Very interesting hand that was. Corey on the button with an 8-9 offsuit. Raises to 8,000. Bob's got 10-3 and
Button
into the
raise
muck they
should
go.
get one out. Does.
John comes over the top and Corey gives it up. Still at 1-3-3 blinds, 3-handed. John calls with 6-7. Corey looks down at ace queen of diamonds.
I imagine it's going to go up a little bit.
Yeah, I can't imagine he's just going to check the big blind option here. Raises to 12,000, a 4x raise. And that's going to do it. Corey takes it down.
Quick fold after the raise. Hand 39.
This final table went by pretty quick, but there was a lot of action.
Yeah, there's a couple of 4 or 5 way to the flop.
be three-handed at 39 hands in is quite quick.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of action. And again, pre-flop raise, and Corey takes it down. That happens a lot. Most of them just don't usually make the video. But this one, with as much action as there was.
Yeah, you can get a lot of blind shuffling when it's three-handed.
Yeah.
Spikes a king to get ahead.
John, and he checks his top pair. Lets Corey bet into him.
Yeah, he's done that a couple of times. Ooh.
Does the check raise maneuver?
Probably going to be it.
And Corey's just got one over. Not even any backdoor draws. And he does have a backdoor straight, kind of. 5-7 would give him the ass end of it. But I'm pretty sure
posturing here.
Pretty sure he's not going to call get runner straight cards.
Yeah, because even if John only has an 8, he's still just got the one over.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't matter what John hit. If he's got a pair, he's only got the one over because the 4 is under everything on the board.
And check raise kind of screams, I've got a king. Jeff not here to call clock.
Oh, he's not going to live that one down anytime soon, I don't think.
I can't wait till I see him again.
Well, maybe Bob will.
I think he's telling him what he had. And shows
again. Hit the king.
Another nice pot. He's played a couple of these, checking into Corey and getting some
return on his investment. Yeah. Hand number 41. Bob on the button. Looks down at 7-9 offsuit.
Very patient player.
John pocket threes. Pretty strong hand.
Probably go up a bit, right?
At this level. Raises to 26,000. Corey's got one of his threes and an ace to go along with it.
That's a sizable raise, though.
Yeah, it's a huge raise.
I don't know that he can call this, even though ace heads up is pretty good as he shows him. Probably puts him on the mid-pocket pair. And does
throws it away.
Discipline fold there, but that was a very sizable raise.
Yeah, that raise screamed pocket jacks. That's what that raise screamed.
Something like. I don't want to have to play post flop.
John throws away a couple of cards. All his chips were blocking the camera, so we couldn't see what it was.
It's probably aces. He just didn't feel like stacking more chips.
There you go. Corey's got king 4 diamonds, makes the call. Bob checks his option. 3-10 deuce, all
flop.
spades.
Who wants to bet?
Corey checks. Bob bets out.
Should be it.
Corey's like, nope. Even if I hit my king, it's probably going to be a spade, and I'm going to lose to the flush. So, away he goes.
Oh.
Ace-king now for Corey on the button. Is he going to just slow play it?
He hasn't
Get
done
some
that.
action?
This could be a time to do that.
Takes a sip of his drink and thinks about it.
You definitely don't want to be three-handed with ace-king if it's a limp, but yeah, you've got a couple ways you can play this.
Yeah, you want to get some action when you get those premium hands, though, so you don't want to scare everybody out.
You don't want to just pick up blinds.
Really
4x?
12K, yeah. 4x raise. Bob picks up the pocket threes that John had earlier.
He probably comes along. It's a hand he can get away from.
Does make the call. Alright, so we're in a coin flip situation. Ace King versus pocket threes.
We're going to pause before the flop. And
Yeah, Corey likes to give us time to commentate. Ooh, a king right in the window.
And that's all we're going to get. We're just going to get one card.
And a deuce and a 10, all clubs, and nobody's got a club.
That's a scary board for Ace King when one of them isn't a club.
Yep. And it's a scary board for pocket threes, regardless.
Yes.
Even if one of them was a club.
Unless he smells total weakness, yeah, you're probably not going to take this down with threes.
Bob does check his threes. I can't imagine Corey's going to let that go. He's going to bet big here.
Yeah.
Oh, only 12K into a 30K chip pot, so he bet less than half pot.
Time for pause for Bob. Again, threes is an easy hand to get rid of. That's why it's not bad to
right, and he does
make
fold
that call.
Wow,
but definitely made him think with the 12K bet. So almost got him to call.
Yeah, I mean, if he would have had a club, that would have been an easy call because the money was right. He's getting 4-1.
Yep.
Or 3-1. That was definitely a callable amount. Anyway, Bob looks down at King Deuce and makes it 6,000 to go. Folds over to Corey with Queen 10 of spades.
3-better call time.
He makes the call. You're not going to fold that hand.
Nope.
Ace Deuce 5, all clubs again.
Huh.
And nobody's got a club again.
It's deja vu all over again.
Bob picks up a pair of ducks. Corey checks. He's got nothing. Backdoor straight draw.
That's do you have a club bet?
Yep.
And he does not.
He does not, so he takes it down. Bob's going to win that pot.
Let's see if we can get a non-flush flop on this hand.
Queen 8 offsuit for John. Folds it. Corey's got the hammer. 7 deuce. Defends from the small blind. 8-4 for Bob. Not much better.
Wow.
We've got bad hand against bad hand, and Bob picks up a pair of 4s.
7 deuce the cash game, darling.
Corey checks. Bob bets. Corey insta-folds, and Bob takes this pot down.
We had him dominated, though. With 8-4.
So, speaking of chips, here we are. John way out in the lead with 166,000. Corey and Bob duking it out for second and third. Pretty close.
Virtual tie there.
Yeah, 95 and 87. So, can somebody get a double up through John and knock him back down?
That's what it might take.
Blinds went up now. We're at 2,000, 4,000 with a 4,000 chip big blind ante. And Corey looks down at pocket threes.
Three-handed pocket threes.
Each one of these players has now had pocket threes.
I feel a spiked set.
Yeah, because they haven't been any good otherwise. They haven't hit nothing yet.
Nope.
Corey raises it to 10,000. 2.5x raise. Bob looks down at Jack King off. Calls the 8.
Calls.
John with Jack 8 also calls for the big blind. So we're going 3 ways to the flop. Everybody's got a little bit of something.
Yeah, they wanted some action. They're going to get it. Let's see this flop.
Here we go. Corey always gives us a little pause. But there's not anybody way out in front here.
Oh, there we go.
7, 8, 9, 2 diamonds.
Couple of backdoor.
John's got a pair of 8s.
With the hammer.
Yep. Corey is looking really sad.
Around.
He needs to set something fierce.
You'd love to win a hand with pocket threes, but it's hard when there's always going to be 3 overs.
Yeah, John bets out his second pair, and Corey and Bob both fold, so he's going to take that down.
He's hit a couple of, really the 3 nicest pots, 3-handed have all went to John.
Bob looks down at Yoge's favorite hand, 5 deuce.
5 deuce. John has my favorite non-premium hand, 10-8.
Makes it 12,000. Corey calls with King 8 for 8,000 more. Flop Queen 7-6. Nobody hits anything. John hits a gut shot, bets out, and wins the pot. Just like that.
Standard poker, hit a gut shot, draw throw some chips out, and then rake them all back.
Oh, ace jack offsuit for John on the button.
Ooh.
Nice hand to start
I
with.
guess a 3X.
Makes it 16,000 to go.
4X. Ooh, Corey.
Ace deuce of hearts for Corey. He's got to figure that's pretty good
I
three-handed.
don't see him getting away from that. Might he think about making a move here?
On the small blind. Makes the call. Bob looks down at 5-3. It's an easy fold.
Donate the big blind and watch him duke it out.
8, queen, 9, 2 clubs. Check, check. Checks on the 7. They check on the 3. So everybody checks it down. And John's jack is going to play. And he's going to take down the 40,000 chip pot.
Not bad for
Bob
one
flips
bet.
over his 5-3 and says, I would have won that pot on the river.
Should have stayed.
Corey, 4-6 folds that. Maybe he shouldn't have. All these shitty hands are starting to win.
Yeah, it
pots.
seems like the better the hand, the worse you are at flopping something good.
Pop calls from the small blind with 10-3 and 8-9 checks from John in the big blind. Here's our flop. Nice ace in the window from Corey. With a queen
10
and a
high,
jack.
way out in front.
Yeah, got a gut shot draw there for Bob. And a gut shot for John. John needs Bob's 10. But Bob bets out and John folds. Hand 51 now. 2-4-4 blinds still. Bob pocket 9s. Raises the 10,000. Ace 10 of spades for
I'm
John.
feeling there might be a few more chips in the pot, and there it goes.
There they go. John shoves all in.
Yeah, he can't get
Bob
away from
calls
that,
for
yeah.
less because he's got a smaller stack. Here we go. Our first showdown of final 3.
Well, the 9s hold.
Basically your classic race.
Spades give him just enough of a boost, almost virtual, or almost literal coin flip.
Yep, just about 53-47. A king in the
Slow
window doesn't
roll
help
by
nobody.
Corey.
Oh, there's
no.
an ace in the door.
Another heart, though? Ah!
Oh, three
Three
hearts.
hearts.
Bob
Yeah,
got some
Bob.
outs. Yeah, Bob points out his 9 of hearts. He says it's not over yet.
He's done this before.
It's still pretty even.
Oh.
6 of spades is a blank. The suspense is killing Bob. King of diamonds.
Always a sweat, though.
Yep. John's going to take out Bob. Bob's our third place finisher, $380.
Well done, Bob.
Came back from 10th place at the final table to finish third. So now here we are, heads up between Corey and John. John's had a pretty good lead to start this three-handed, so he's out in front right now. Corey's got this hand, takes that one down.
Rather uneventful.
Yep. And this is going to be our final hand.
Oh.
They're both in here with queens. John's got the better kicker with a 6, and he's got a pair of spades.
That kicker may not even come into play. Well,
Yeah,
it does.
He
'cause
wins it down. Just takes it down with his bet. Corey's like, nope, queen deuce ain't going to do it.
Not worth defending there.
Jack 3 versus 8 deuce. I got a feeling the same thing's going to happen again. Corey just makes a call. John checks.
Who's going to win the flop?
3, 4, 6. 2 diamonds. Nobody's got a diamond.
John way out in front.
Yeah, pair of 3s. Makes the bet, 16,000. Corey's got a double gutter.
Made a move here. John probably lays this down. But probably not the hand to make the move with.
No, his draws are pretty sad. He's got a 5 gives him a straight. So he had a gut shot draw. I was looking at the 7, but that wouldn't have done it. I don't know, here's an interesting hand. Queen 10 of hearts for Corey, King 3 for John. John raises it up.
John with the raise with the king high heads up.
Yeah, I think Corey's going to defend here. Does make the call. Ace 8, 4, 2 spades.
In John's range. Yep.
John bets out and Corey lets it go. Here's another one of blind versus blind hand. 7-5 versus 5-6. John's got the better kicker with his 5.
Let's get a nice middle flop and see some bets here.
Corey defends. John just checks. Ace, Queen, 9. Of course, we get a big flop when you're dealing with blind on blind specials. Neither one of them hit anything. They both check.
Well,
8 of diamonds gives them both a straight draw. But nope, 9 is going to not do it.
1, 2, 3, flip your hands.
They end up playing the board, so they chop it. Board plays, neither hand did. King 8 versus Queen 5. Corey raises his king to 12K. John makes the call. Corey's all in with that 12K. He was really short stacked.
John makes the call, and
Corey's out in front with his king high.
2 live cards. Well,
5 in the window doesn't help anybody, but Corey's pointing out the peking king.
Oh, it looks like some paint.
Yeah, there it is. It was the Peking king.
Peking king.
So he pairs
lesser
up.
known cousin of the Peking duck.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
No, that's trips, and that's going to do it for that hand. Corey.
Oh, let's just get a boat for good measure.
Yeah. Rub insult into injury there.
He should have saved some of those cards for another hand. He might need them.
So Corey doubles up, back in the game.
Yep.
Hand 61 now. Corey's still got a lot of work to do.
All in for
9K.
Calls with 7-3.
At this point, Corey's so light in chips that John's going to call with any 2 cards.
No point not to. And yeah, you wake up and, you hit one of your cards, you might win the pot.
Right. Corey's a 2-1 favorite here. Gonna have another Peking king. 10, 7, 9.
Oh my! Well, he's got a gut shot and still the 2 overs.
Yep, and still the best hand. Oh no, pocket 7.
Yeah,
pair 7s. John hits the 7.
Kind of flipped the percentage there. Well, let's see if he hits one of his outs.
Gut shot or 2 overs. Oh, it's the over. Got a queen.
Looked like he did some card magic there and transformed that card to a queen.
Pulled the Maverick out of his hat.
And there he goes. So the best hand held up.
Corey doubles up again.
The cat that had 9 lives.
So he got a few more of those in him.
Woo! I have to assume there's going to be some chips in the middle here.
I think they're all going in again. Ace King versus Jack or Queen 10. Corey's like, I don't got that many chips left. I'm going to put them all in the middle.
Yeah, John's not getting away from this.
Yep, there he goes. Makes them all in. John makes the call, which is a no-brainer. Flipping up again.
Survive a 3rd time. Looks like an ace.
A jack gives him a straight altogether.
Yeah.
Nine of hearts.
And we're back for flop reveal.
2 of hearts, 7 of diamonds. Nobody hits anything. It's all blank.
Fine by Corey's standard.
There's the ace. That's gonna be it. That's a win for Corey there. John does hit a pair on the end, but it isn't any good.
Second best in a 2-man race.
So Corey doubles up again.
Couple more of those, and who knows?
Yeah, look at this. Corey's got the better of it again. Ace Jack versus King 4. Get another double up in him.
Nothing wrong with running good when it's heads up.
Yep.
When you're
Corey,
behind.
same thing. Gets right in and heads up. John makes the call with a face card. Corey again, 2-1 favorite.
Can he survive his fourth all in?
Queen in the window isn't going to do anything for anybody. There's a jack in the door and another queen.
Wow.
So Corey hits a pair again.
3 outs for John.
Needs a king and only a king.
Yep.
6 doesn't help. And the 10 of diamonds is not a king.
Again.
So, yep, that's 4 double ups now for Corey.
4 for 4.
John's like, I got to go take a break.
Yeah. Wash these cards while I'm gone. Thank you.
Ooh, 10-7 versus 10-3. John just calls from the small blind. Corey checks his big blind option. Ace 3. John catches a pair, but Corey's not gonna bite.
Nope.
All right, blinds are up to 366 now. This is hand 72. We've been final table of 3 went a long way.
All in here.
Yeah,
Corey with the
again.
best.
And Corey doubles up yet again.
5.
He's on a heads up heater.
That is crazy.
They're getting to be about even in chips now. They did make a deal. So this is going to be our final hand. Whoever wins this pot's going to win the tournament.
Ooh, Queen 7, Queen 10 for the tourney.
Corey's
First
looking
and
pretty
second.
good.
There's a decent amount of chop options here, but it's not going to come. And
Nope, the 10,
Queen 10, 10
the
played.
10 plays.
Wow.
The 10 plays as they counted out on the board to make a look. And so here we go. John Peterson, our second place finisher. And Corey McCumpsey is going to take this one down. They both chopped it for $760 a piece.
Not bad for a night's work, huh?
Congratulations to Corey. There's our final standings. Once again, I am your host, Terry Prince, for Mark Wiles. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time in the Metro Detroit Poker Series. Have a good night.